Big thanks to all the companies here that provided samples and made this video possible. If you'd like to check out more from these companies, check out the links down below. All right, I did it. Best unknown boots roundup coming up. Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Beastmade Reviews, of course a channel dedicated to reviewing quality at different price points. I love boots. I love wearing boots. They're such a functional, stylish option for shoes. Now I know that they're probably more popular in the winter time, but I like to wear them all year long. But when I wear pants, I am always looking for an excuse to wear boots because I love them. A couple of things I like in particular about boots is, for one, they can be very durable and last a long time. That's important to me. And two, they offer kind of an elevated look over sneakers that is a good option that isn't too casual and isn't too formal. So for someone like me who likes to wear kind of smart casual attire, this works really well. Now there are tons of great boot brands out there. Many of them have been talked to death. Today I'm not going to be talking about some of the more famous boot brands out there that I think a lot of people have talked about. Today we're going to be talking about unknown boot brands, maybe brands that you're not aware of. And I think these brands need more attention and more love because I think they're great. Definitely check them out at the links down below. These are affiliate links. Anything you buy from them will help out the channel, so I always appreciate it when you do that. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to our boots. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe down below, of course. It's such a high quality improvement upon your life that is totally free. If you like this type of content, why don't you consider subscribing? I think that you'll really like it. And of course, click the bell. All right, the first brand that we're going to be talking about are two boots from the brand Taylor Stitch. I love Taylor Stitch, of course, and maybe some people don't know, but they do make shoes and boots. So today we're going to be talking about two of those. Now, the first one we'll start with is the Ranch boot by Taylor Stitch. And this Ranch boot is a really awesome Chelsea style boot. Now, the color that I have here is in espresso brown, and with Taylor Stitch, different colors and different materials go in and out of stock, so you just have to check their website. What I love about this boot in particular is that it kind of blends the line between Chelsea boot and maybe a cowboy boot. It kind of has the silhouette of both, and I love that. Now, this is made with a 4-ounce saddle tan leather with a very soft sheepskin lining. These have a Goodyear welt construction, a Vibram mini lug sole, a leather insole. They have a triple needle lock stitch construction, and they're handmade in Leon, Mexico. These are all in D width, and the size that I'm wearing here is 11.5. I normally wear 11.5 shoes, so I would say these run true to size and they fit great. I love the way these look. I love the color on this. The leather that they're using here is fantastic. I love both the front and back pull tabs, and though it's just a mini lug sole, I think that's okay here. I like the bigger lug sole better, but I'll take this too. The construction and the quality of these is fantastic. Taylor Stitch always knocks it out of the park, and they absolutely did with this. They are fantastic boots. The next boots from Taylor Stitch are the Moto boot, and this one is in their weatherproof snuff suede. I love these boots so much. They look so good. They're made with a 4-ounce snuff waterproof suede, and though I don't know if I would necessarily test these to see how waterproof they are, they're supposed to be pretty waterproof and pretty tough. Of course, these are D width again. They have a Goodyear welt construction. They have a Vibram lug sole, leather lining, antique brass eyelets and speed hooks, triple needle lock stitch construction again. They're handmade in Leon, Mexico, and these come with wax cotton laces. I always love wax cotton laces in particular because they usually don't come untied. These boots seem to go with everything, and they are really tough. When you put these on, they're almost completely broken in right away. After a lot of wear with these, they almost don't look like they've been worn at all, which is another thing I really like. I also really like the height on these. It's not really high like some of the boots on this list. It's also not the same height as maybe a chukka. It's kind of in between. They fit perfectly on me, and again, these are in size 11.5. Again, the construction is absolutely top notch here. And for the Taylor Stitch boots that I've tried here, you really get your money's worth. Now, both of these boots also come with a pair of cloth shoe bags that are really nice. I'm always thankful to get shoe bags with boots, and I think that's something that should come standard with every boot. Taylor Stitch is amazing. I love them, and I really like what they've been doing with their boots. Definitely check them out. They are top notch. Next are two more from the company called Nisolo. Nisolo is a newer company for me that I have found out recently, and I have really fallen in love with their shoes. Now, the first boot from Nisolo that we're going to be talking about are the Emilio boots. And I believe they renamed these boots because I can't find them on their website anymore, and when I find links to them, they go to these boots, Everyday Chukka boot. For all intents and purposes, they look almost exactly the same, so I'm assuming this is just a renaming. These also could be the Day Tripper boots that Nisolo offers as well. They both look very similar. Now, of all the boots that I have, these boots are probably my most worn boot. I just reach for these all the time. These have a nubuck leather upper, a full-length leather insole with arch support, a cushioned microporous interior, fully lined with soft leather. They have a stacked leather heel, and in the case of these new ones, they come with a durable rubber outsole. Mine have a leather outsole though. And they're also handmade ethically in a factory they own in Peru. One of the reasons I love these boots so much is that they just go with everything. They are so easy to wear. They fit fantastic. They always look great. And this may sound like a small thing, but it's actually pretty big. I love the laces with this. They're just a simple, small lace, but they never get untied. Ever. They don't ever feel stiff. They always feel really comfortable and pliable. They are just fantastic. Absolutely love these. Highly recommend them. And the price on these is also fantastic. This is one of the best bargains in shoes out there, and I think this is probably one of the best unknown gems in boots, period. Now, next is the all-weather Andres boot. Now, this is very much a classical style of boot that I think looks great, and the construction on this is great, especially for the price. Now, this Andres is definitely a trench style boot. It laces all the way up with no eye hooks. Now, this one has a custom cell-fit memory foam removable insole, a water-resistant leather upper, a leather lining, a studded rubber sole, a gusseted tongue for water resistance. It has a 1.25-inch heel height and cotton twisted yarn laces. The leather is very nice. It does seem to be a little bit more pliable than maybe heavy-duty boots. It looks nice and they feel very comfortable. And though I'm not really sure if these Chukkas come with shoe bags, the Andres definitely do. On both of these boots, I went with 11.5, and I think they both fit great perfectly, so definitely go with your normal shoe size. I don't see any word on either of these boots about the welt construction or the leather quality or leather type here. I generally tell people companies are going to advertise what they're proud of, and if they're not advertising something that you're looking for, they might not be proud of that. I don't necessarily know if that's the case with Nisolo, but I think that what they're going for is a brand of boots that is really good quality for the money that they have here, and they've done a great job with that goal in mind. For $260 for this boot, I think this is probably one of the best style of boots for this price point out there. The quality is fantastic, they look great, they seem durable, and so I can highly recommend Nisolo. This is a great brand that is really under the radar. For what they offer here, this is just a bargain. Definitely check out Nisolo boots for sure. Next is a brand called Rhodes. Rhodes is an exclusive brand through Huckberry, website that I always recommend. I love Huckberry, and Rhodes is a phenomenal brand of boots that they have. And the boots that we'll be talking about with Rhodes here is the Bozeman boot. Now, the Rhodes line is fantastic. They have a lot of great boots in their line. They try to go after a lot of different style of boots, and shoes really for that matter. And these Bozeman boots are a different color than what they currently offer. The ones that I have here are in the color Amarillo. Now, of course, this is based on a classic mock toe style boot. Instantly recognizable, I think, but at a better price. Now, they don't specify what the leather is exactly, but they say that it's a corrected grain leather that is chrome tanned and vegetable tanned, has a lightweight Meramec PU outsole that they say combines cushion, durability, and slip resistance. And they don't exactly say what the welt is, but they just say that it's robust and recraftable. They have metal eyelets with speed hooks at the top, a fully lined leather lining on the inside, and these boots in particular are made in León, Mexico. The size that I'm showing here is an 11.5, and I think these fit great. They're very comfortable. If you're looking for that kind of classic mock toe style of boot, I think this is definitely one that should be on your radar. The price on this is $265, and I think that's a great deal for what you get here. The quality is very good, and I think anyone would be thrilled with these boots. My only complaint is that there's no extra laces or any shoe bags that come with it. It does have a nice box that comes with it, but that's it. Other than that, these are fantastic boots. Definitely check out Rhodes Footwear and these boots because it's a real sleeper brand. Next is Asterflex, and Asterflex is a brand that I followed through Huckberry and found out through them. And again, I've been very, very impressed with this Italian-made brand. Now, the boots that I'm going to show here from Asterflex are the Bitflex, and this is an exclusive colorway with Huckberry. This one is in dark chestnut nubuck, which is a beeswax nubuck leather. Now this Bitflex obviously is a Chelsea style boot. I really like that a lot, but I like that this is a little bit more rugged than some of the other Chelsea style boots out there. The sole on this is 100% natural crepe rubber, which is really soft and springy. I don't see any information about the lining or the welt construction on this. I'm not really sure. I think these look fantastic right out of the box. These are very comfortable. I love Chelsea boots in general because they just slip on and off. These are a great boot that I think look different than other boots out there, and that's one thing I really like about them. They feel really durable and rugged. They're made with a really good quality leather. You can just feel it in your hand. And these are made in northern Italy by the same family for 6 generations, which I think that's really cool. And these only come in European sizes, so I had to get size 44, which apparently equates to size 11 in the US. These fit great, so I would just go by the chart on Huckberry's website if you want to see your current size. And there are no shoe bags that come with this. I love Asterflex. I think they have just a really cool look, great quality and comfort. Definitely check them out. They just fly under the radar, maybe just because they're not frou-frou. I don't really know, but I really love the brand. Definitely check them out. Next are boots from the brand Helm, which is another one that I have just found out recently. Now, Helm is a boot brand that I hear almost nothing about, and this really surprises me because this is a brand that has boots that look just absolutely amazing. And the ones that I have here are the Lou in the color teak. These boots are designed in Austin, Texas, and they're handcrafted in Brazil. Now, these boots in particular have a Blake stitch construction, a Krumenauer leather. There is a lot of pull-up in this leather. It has a white composite rubber midsole, fully lined in leather, rubber cushion outsole, brass eyelets, and they're very comfortable out of the box. These look fantastic. I could not believe how good these look. The size on this is 11.5, and I normally wear 11.5 in shoes. This comes with a very nice cloth bag and 2 sets of laces. The price on this is $265, and again, I think that's a fantastic deal for what you get here, which is just some of the best quality shoes I've seen. I love in particular that they have all the details of these listed. That means that they're proud of how these are constructed. Whenever I see that level of detail, I know that these are going to be good quality boots. Of course, Helm offers a variety of other shoes and boots, so definitely go and check them out. I think whatever you decide here, I think you'll be good to go because they are bringing the quality with these boots. They're fantastic. Definitely check out Helm. Next are 2 from the brand Grant Stone, and Grant Stone probably makes some of my all-time favorite shoes, and I do consider them kind of under the radar, kind of a hidden gem, though they are getting a lot more popular. I still consider them kind of an underrated brand, but here are 2 from Grant Stone. Now, of course, there's not much I need to say about Grant Stone. I have a full video about Grant Stone that I've done in the past about their shoes, but their boots, again, are second to none. They have probably the best boots that I've ever worn. The first pair that we're going to be starting with is the Diesel boot. These are made with Goodyear welt construction. This boot in particular is made of Chrome Excel leather, which is a full grain leather. They have a full grain leather lining, brass eyelets and hooks, vegetable tan leather insole, welt and midsole, a cork filler with steel shank, full grain leather heel counters, and these boots in particular now come with a micro stud rubber sole. Mine are a little bit older, so mine actually came with a leather outsole. Again, another thing I really love about Grant Stone, they explain all of their quality here, and they're really proud of that. Since I wear 11.5, I got these in size 11, and they fit perfectly. Their shoes run a little bit large, so they suggest going a half size down. So definitely go with that advice. What I love about Grant Stone, everything on this is some of the best quality that I've ever seen. The leather is absolutely flawless. It's perfect. They're so comfortable, and I love the toe box in particular. It's nice and wide. Your foot never feels cramped at all, and if you have to walk any distance in them at all, you don't get uncomfortable, you don't get sore feet. They always look fantastic as well. They look good in everything. Now these boots come installed with leather laces, which I actually keep on these Diesel boots. I like these a lot, but they come with an extra pair of laces, really nice shoe bags for each foot, and even a little shoehorn and bottle cap opener, which is pretty cool. Now the next boot that we'll be talking about is very similar in construction, but with a little twist here. And this one is the Ottawa boot. And this one in particular is in their natural kangaroo, which is amazing. Now their Ottawa boot is their style of of mock toe boot. I think they killed it with this style. It looks fantastic. As far as the construction, everything about this is exactly the same as a diesel boot, except for the upper, which has that mock toe construction on the top there. And this one has a lug rubber sole on the bottom here, which is a little bit different than the diesel boot. It's vegetable tanned kangaroo that's tanned in Italy. Now let's talk about kangaroo for a second. Kangaroo has the toughest leather of the animal kingdom, so this leather is going to last. But what is really cool about kangaroo in particular is that you can get it really thin and it's still really tough. So whenever you put these on, they almost feel completely broken in. They're very, very comfortable. I love these boots so much. Now, believe it or not, all of Grant Stone shoes are made in China, which really surprised me whenever I heard that, because you would never know. These look like American-made boots. These are some of the best quality shoes and boots I've ever seen. Grant Stone is out there just killing it. And if I were to have one brand of boots for the rest of my life, it would be Grant Stone. They're that good. Now, they are pricier than other boots out there, but I definitely think it's worth it. Definitely check out Grant Stone for sure. Amazing. Next are boots from the brand Parkhurst. Now, Parkhurst is another gem that not a lot of people know of. They're designing their boots in Buffalo, New York, and they're creating them in factories in New York and Spain. Now, the boots that I have here are the Allen boots. Currently on their website, these Allen boots aren't available. There were a lot of setbacks from supply chain issues that started a couple of years ago, of course, with the pandemic. But just stay tuned because I'm sure that they will be pretty soon. Now, all of their boots are Goodyear welt constructed. They have vegetable tan leathers, and these boots in particular have a micro stud rubber day-night sole. They come with wax laces, and the leather upper in this case is made with Chrome Excel black leather. Now, the last on this is really great as well. It's not super wide, but it's not super narrow either. I think this is a perfect middle ground for a lot of people. And that may be why I wear these so much. Because they're just slightly narrower, they look great. They also feel great. The Chrome Excel leather is absolutely spectacular. I mean, look at these boots. They look fantastic. And I never thought I would be the kind of person who would love black leather boots, but these boots have just been some of my go-to boots that I've worn so much. Now, I'm not exactly sure about the whole line of Parkhurst. I know they have some other boots, including some Chelsea boots and a mock toe version of their boots. Keep your eye on Parkhurst because they have some spectacular boots made to some of the highest standards, and I just absolutely adore these shoes. Definitely check out Parkhurst. Next are some boots by the brand Urban Shepherd. Now, Urban Shepherd is a European brand, and I believe they're based in Portugal, and their whole line of boots and shoes are inspired by workwear. Now, the ones that I have here are the Scouts, and the leather on this is a wax leather on the outside here. Now, this is a 360-degree Goodyear welt, anti-rust brass hardware. The laces are wax cotton. They have really heavy-duty stitching on this. As you can see, there's triple stitching on the outside with rivets. And I like that they have a contrasting red thread on the outside there. That's pretty cool. There's a cork bottom filler. There's a leather insole, a leather midsole. They have a steel shank, a stack leather heel, and the outsole is a Vibram 2040 Fighter rugged sole. And as you can see on the heel, it's actually nailed in as well. Now, they didn't mention it, but the toe itself looks like it's reinforced, though I'm not really sure if it is or not, so maybe don't go dropping something on it. Now, since this is a European company, they have European sizes for their shoes, and for size, I got size 44, and they work great. If you need a work boot that's going to last, that's not going to break the bank, but is built like a tank, this is a great option. Now, this is 215 euros, and converted to USD as of this recording, it's about $208. That's a fantastic deal for heavy-duty work boots like this, and I love that they list all of the quality points here. This is everything that I would want in a work boot. Urban Shepherd has a few styles. They have some other lighter weight boots and shoes as well, but definitely check out Urban Shepherd because it is vastly underrated. All right, and the next three I have are kind of wild card boots. These are not really boots in the traditional sense. These are boots in the functional form. You'll see. First wild card boot here is by Graze. And Graze is an exclusive brand on the Huckberry website. These in particular are made with a wool blend upper, and as you can see, very woolly. The outsole is a recycled rubber, which is nice and grippy. It has a reinforced toe box on the outside, and these are handmade in Portugal. But what I love about this is that you can wear these without socks. You don't have to worry about them stinking. They're going to keep your feet nice and cozy. The wool in this is very soft. I love wearing these around the house or run a quick errand while I'm in the car. I love putting these on, not having to worry about anything. They're especially good in the cooler weather, of course, but if you look at the rest of their line, they have a couple of other options as well, like a slipper or a slide, which is kind of like a sandal. These are just an all-around great comfort shoe if you need something like that. Camping, around the house, definitely check out Graze. I think they're awesome. The next wild card is a boot by the brand GLPs. Now, obviously, these are very similar to grays that I just mentioned, but these are the original wool boots. These are made of 100% pure natural felted wool. And then the outsole is made of natural rubber. They have a couple different sizes and shapes like the slippers and the slip-ons, different types of soles, whether leather soles or rubber soles. Like grays, these are just one of those kind of around the house type of shoes, and they're just really comfortable. As you can see, I've had a lot of time and wear with these type of shoes, and it kind of shows a little bit, but they're so comfortable and so warm, especially in the cooler temperatures. These are fantastic. The GLPs headquarters is located in Denmark, and you can definitely tell this has that kind of hygge vibes and just is relaxing and comfortable. They're fantastic, and I really recommend them. Definitely check out GLPs. And my last wild card here is the boot by All Weather, which is another Huckberry exclusive. Now, All Weather is a relatively new brand with Huckberry. They don't have a lot of products in their line just yet. As of now, they have sandals in 3 different colors and boots in 2 different colors. Their boots, of course, are what we're going to talk about today, and they're the duck boot. Now, these duck boots probably look very familiar. They're very reminiscent of a classic style like this. If you grew up hunting or outdoors, you've probably seen boots like this, but probably for a lot more. These are fantastic at keeping water out and being really heavy duty. These are made with 100% waterproof materials and construction. They have a durable full-grain leather upper, tough rubberized leather rand. They have a hyper-traction Vibram outsole, a cushioned EVA midsole, and a traditional duck boot trapunto toe box. It has wax cotton laces, and of course they have speed hooks on the outside. Now, me personally, this is not a boot that I would wear a whole lot. Frankly, this type of boot is not a style that suits my needs as much as maybe some of the other boots here. But I know a lot of people who would wear this out, and I say go for it. I think these are fantastic boots. They're very comfortable, and of course, it serves a very valuable function, which is just keeping water out. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else All Weather has in their line. So far, I think these boots are fantastic, so definitely check out All Weather. They're $188 for this type of boot. That's amazing. Fantastic boots from a really underrated brand. All right, so that's all I have. There were a lot of great boots here. I think all of these are fantastic. A lot of them are still, I think, kind of under the radar, underrated boots for sure, but they're all amazing. I definitely think you should try these out. Definitely check them out at the links down below. What are your favorite boots? And what do you think of the boots that I mentioned here? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beastmade Reviews.